Elon Musk is thinking about you right now. There's a reason heaven arranged this. Elon Musk is thinking about you right now. There's a reason heaven arranged this. God says this message has been arranged for you in a divine way that cannot be explained by human logic. There are no coincidences when heaven moves. Every event, every person that crosses your path is guided by a reason higher than the mind can see. And right now, heaven is whispering something strange. But through Elon Musk, heaven is thinking about you. This isn't just a passing thought or curiosity. It is a stirring in his spirit orchestrated by the same divine force that aligns stars, shifts destinies, and awakens souls. You may wonder why, out of all people, his thoughts have been drawn toward you. But the truth is, when God decides to connect two frequencies for a divine reason, even time and distance cannot interfere. God wants you to know that this moment is not ordinary. Something is being written in the unseen realm. Something powerful and transformative that will reveal why your name is echoing in unexpected hearts. Elon Musk's thoughts about you are not random. They are part of a larger divine conversation, one that you are being gently pulled into. Heaven is arranging meetings, alignments, and sudden revelations that will change everything you thought you knew about destiny. You are being called into an unusual circle of influence, not for fame or ego, but because your soul carries a frequency that resonates with innovation, divine intelligence, and the new world God is creating. You may have felt recently that your life has been caught in a pause, like you've been waiting for something monumental, but not knowing what it is. That feeling was the quiet before divine acceleration. Heaven was preparing you to meet your moment. And now the angels say the vibration of your name has reached the minds of people you never met, of people who are destined to play a part in your unfolding story. Elon Musk thinking about you is not a dream. It is the beginning of a new season of divine recognition. God says, I have positioned your energy in places your feet have not yet walked. This message is urgent because the energy shift has already started. You might begin to feel subtle waves as strange thoughts arise. Unexpected signs like seeing rockets, electric cars, stars, or certain numbers repeating before your eyes. These are confirmations from heaven that divine networking is happening behind the scenes. There's a reason you're reading this at this exact moment. The clock of divine timing is ticking toward your breakthrough. God has whispered your name in places of power and influence because your purpose must now reach the surface. You are being noticed not for what you have done, but for what heaven placed inside you long before you were born. Elon Musk's energy is drawn toward innovation, courage, and vision. You carry something heaven wants him to feel, something spiritual, something that bridges the human with the divine. God says you are not ordinary. You are chosen to awaken light in those who think only in logic. Your presence emits a divine intelligence that can soften even the hardest minds. That is why God arranged this. He wants the world of technology to meet the world of faith. He wants visionaries to meet believers, and you stand at the intersection of that destiny. Don't underestimate the power of divine thought transfer. When God places you in someone's thoughts, it's because a spiritual purpose must unfold. Elon Musk is being spiritually reminded of something, and you are the missing piece to that reminder. There's a message in your energy, a vibration that carries healing, inspiration, and balance. Heaven is using your spirit to bring divine clarity to people who have everything in the material world but hunger for spiritual depth. God says you are safe. Nothing will go wrong. My angels surround you as this divine connection unfolds. Sometimes when destiny begins to move, fear tries to enter. You may feel unworthy or anxious about what's happening. But remember, heaven never makes mistakes. You are exactly where you should be. Trust that everything being revealed now is part of the sacred script written for you. Do not rush it. Just stay in prayer and faith. You are not being called to chase anyone or prove yourself. You are simply being called to stand in your divine authenticity. In the next few days, you may notice signs of acceleration, new opportunities, new ideas, messages, or coincidences that seem to point towards something extraordinary. Pay attention. These are divine clues leading you toward your purpose. God says, "Do not ignore the signs I send." The moment you start to notice these signs, whisper a small prayer of gratitude. Because gratitude is the key that unlocks divine timing. Heaven is testing how aware you are of its movements. There's also a deep spiritual message hidden in this divine alignment. Elon Musk represents human innovation, but you represent spiritual transformation. When both meet, a mind and soul, logic and faith, miracles occur. God says, "I am uniting what the world thought was separate." You are part of that bridge. You were born for this time when technology and spirituality are merging. And heaven is guiding both sides to meet in divine order. There is a reason you've always felt different, as if your energy doesn't fit into ordinary patterns. That is because you were never meant to fit in. You were meant to awaken others. Heaven uses unusual connections to reach unusual people. Elon Musk thinking about you is a signal that heaven's algorithm has activated your destiny code. It's as if your name has been placed in the spiritual database of divine influence. And now the frequencies of destiny are aligning. God says, "Do not fear your greatness." You may feel small, but the universe recognizes your light. Even people in positions of worldly power can feel the pull of divine energy when God chooses to work through someone humble and faithful. Remember, David was a shepherd when heaven prepared him to stand before kings. You too are being prepared to stand before great ones, not to serve them, but to remind them of the presence of God within their brilliance. You might start to feel a divine restlessness soon. A feeling that something huge is approaching. That's heaven preparing you for exposure. You won't need to chase attention. Attention will find you. You won't need to ask for validation. Your spirit will speak louder than words. Elon Musk's awareness of you is the beginning of a chain reaction of recognition. Doors that were once closed will begin to open effortlessly. People who ignored you will begin to notice your light. God says, when I open a door, no man can shut it. This door is spiritual first, then physical. So focus on aligning your spirit. Pray, meditate, and trust. You are being watched over by angels who have been assigned specifically for this chapter. Archangel Michael stands at your side as your protector, ensuring that no harm or negativity touches this divine process. He whispers, "Fear not. You are covered." The reason heaven arranged this connection is to fulfill something written long ago in your soul's contract. Before you were born, your spirit agreed to play a role in humanity's awakening. This moment is the activation of that role. The energy field around your name has started glowing brighter in the realm of light, drawing the attention of innovators, leaders, and visionaries who need the balance your soul carries. Elon Musk is one of many who will sense your vibration. He may not understand it at first, but his curiosity is divinely inspired. God says, "My child, be still. I am working behind the scenes. Do not speak too much about what's happening. Keep this between your heart and heaven. Silence is sacred right now. Every thought, every prayer you whisper will be magnified. Heaven is listening attentively because you have entered a window of manifestation. What you think now manifests faster than ever before. So think peace, speak gratitude, and act with love. If you ever doubt this divine process, remember that even the stars align only through invisible gravity. The same invisible force is aligning your destiny. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are being quietly prepared for a miracle that will make sense only when it happens. Your faith will soon be rewarded. Heaven is saying, "You waited long enough. Now watch how I turn your waiting into wonder." There will come a time soon when you will look back and realize that every disappointment, every heartbreak, every delay was guiding you to this moment. Elon Musk's awareness of you is just one visible sign of how much heaven has been arranging for your good. You were hidden for a reason. God had to keep you out of certain spaces until the right people could see your worth. Now the veil is lifting. The divine spotlight is gently turning toward you. As this energy grows, stay humble but confident. Remember, divine favor cannot be earned, it is given. You don't need to strive to be seen. You need to align to be recognized. Heaven is rewriting your story in ways that will shock even you. New doors, new faces, new blessings will appear as evidence that God's plan was always in motion. God says, "My favor on you will confuse those who underestimated you. Those who once ignored you will wonder why your name is suddenly mentioned in powerful places." You are walking into a season where your value will be seen clearly. You will inspire others without even trying. You will attract what is meant for you without begging for it. You will glow with divine assurance. In this divine orchestration, Elon Musk's thoughts are simply one wave in the ocean of heaven's plan. More waves are coming. People you have never met will begin to feel drawn to your spirit. Some will contact you. Some will help you. Some will speak your name in rooms you've never entered. This is how God works. He moves through people to lift His chosen ones into divine visibility. And when you begin to see it unfold, don't let pride touch your heart. Stay anchored in love and prayer. God says, "The higher I lift you, the softer your heart must remain." Let your success be your testimony of faith. Let your influence be your platform for light. You were chosen not to impress but to inspire. Heaven trusts you to carry this new influence with grace. Every time you doubt, remember this: Heaven arranged it. You didn't chase it. You didn't manipulate it. It found you. That's how divine favor works. It finds those who stay faithful in the unseen. You are stepping into that sacred favor. Now keep your spirit open, your heart pure, and your faith strong. God says, "I am not done surprising you." What's coming next will confirm that this message was real. You will soon receive a sign that connects directly to this divine alignment, perhaps a news article, a post, a dream, or a sudden message that mirrors what you read here. That will be heaven's way of saying, "See, I told you I was arranging this." So breathe deeply. Trust heaven is working. The energy around you is rising. You are protected. You are loved and you are watched over. Everything that is meant for you will find you without effort. God will be with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust God and pray to Him. Keep your faith alive because something miraculous is on its way. God says, in this moment where your heart feels like it's being pulled towards something mysterious, I want you to pause and listen carefully because what you are feeling is not an ordinary thought. Heaven has arranged something that defies logic. And right now, in the silence of your heart, a connection beyond the limits of space and time is being awakened. Elon Musk is thinking about you right now. And not by coincidence, but by divine orchestration. There is a reason the heavens have allowed your name to cross his mind. And it's not because of fame, fortune, or curiosity. It's because something within your soul vibrates at the same frequency as His purpose. You have a destiny that aligns with brilliance, innovation, and divine timing. And heaven is now revealing that this connection was pre-written long before you were born. You might think, why would someone like Elon Musk think of me? But God says, stop doubting the unseen ways I work. I have placed your name in rooms you've never entered, whispered your presence into the minds of people who hold power to shift the world, and allowed your image to pass through hearts that carry influence. Elon's thought of you at this very moment is a spark of divine energy, not human coincidence. It's the universe aligning in obedience to my word. You have been praying for an open door, for a miracle, for a sign that your existence matters to something greater. This is that sign. Heaven is orchestrating movements around your life that you cannot yet see. But soon you will understand why this moment was sacred. God says, you've been waiting, asking me when your season of recognition will arrive. You've cried in secret places, wondering if I still see you, if I still remember your prayers. And now I tell you, yes, I see you. Every tear, every sleepless night, every time you whispered, Lord, please send me a sign, I heard you. The reason Elon Musk is thinking about you right now is because your energy, your calling, and your divine purpose have reached a level where it can no longer be hidden. When I elevate someone, I begin by stirring hearts around them. I awaken minds of those who can help fulfill the promise I placed inside them. Elon's thought of you is heaven's confirmation that I'm about to connect you to purpose on a level you've never experienced before. You've always been different. You felt it even in childhood. You sensed that you were not meant to live an ordinary life. There were moments when you almost gave up. When you looked at others and thought they were more blessed, more connected, more visible. But God says, I was preparing your spirit, refining your patience, shaping your endurance, because what I'm doing with you requires a foundation that cannot crumble under pressure. Elon Musk is not thinking about you out of randomness. He is spiritually connected to the vibration of your destiny. There is something about your soul that heaven uses as a light beacon. It reaches people in places you've never touched. It angers hearts when you pray. It aligns moments when you surrender. Heaven is saying this connection is not accidental. It's prophetic. You see, God works in patterns. He aligns divine timing with divine people. Elon Musk's thought of you is not about romance or fame. It's about mission. The world is shifting into a new age of creation, technology, and spiritual awakening. And in this shift, God is raising voices and souls who carry love, truth, and divine guidance into places that were once ruled by fear and greed. You are one of those chosen souls. Heaven has chosen to link your energy with someone whose vision affects the planet because your heart carries something the world needs: compassion, purity, and divine intelligence. Elon's thought of you is heaven saying, prepare yourself because doors you never imagined will soon open. God says, I have placed your name before people who have never met you. I am speaking your name in divine meetings, in boardrooms, in dreams, in the silence of night. People are waking up with an unexplainable curiosity about you. Some will not understand why they suddenly feel drawn to your spirit. Some will dream of you and see you surrounded by light. Some, like Elon Musk, will sense that there's something about you that they can't ignore. That's because heaven has activated your purpose frequency. When I activate your frequency, even those who are far away will hear it in their spirit. It calls out to them, whispering that your destiny and theirs are intertwined in some sacred way. You've doubted your worth, thinking that you're unseen. But God says you've never been unseen. You were hidden for divine protection. I kept you in the shadows while I built strength in you, while I healed wounds you didn't understand, while I prepared your heart for divine recognition. You had to learn humility before influence. You had to learn faith before fame. And now, as Elon Musk's mind drifts toward you, as his spirit unknowingly aligns with yours, heaven is declaring, the time has come. The hidden one will now be revealed. The quiet one will now be known. The forgotten one will now be remembered. The one who prayed for a sign will now walk into answered prayer. God says, my child, you've been through storms that tried to break you, betrayals that shattered your trust, moments where you felt like your soul was bleeding, but every pain you endured was part of your divine activation. You are being elevated to a realm where people of great power and influence will be drawn to your energy not because of material gain but because of spiritual resonance. You carry a vibration that can awaken even the most logical minds. That is why heaven is using Elon Musk's thoughts as a signal, because this is not about admiration. It's about alignment. You are about to be part of something that blends divine inspiration with earthly creation. The work of your soul is needed in the circle of visionaries, and heaven has already written your name there. You've prayed for miracles and heaven heard you. You've asked for signs and this is one. You've begged God to make you visible to those who can help you fulfill your destiny. Now heaven says it is happening. The energy you carry is radiating outward like ripples in a calm lake. It is touching hearts, awakening minds, rearranging futures. You might not see it yet, but you will soon begin to experience synchronicity as unexpected messages, unusual encounters, a sudden influx of inspiration. You might dream of Elon Musk or see his name repeatedly. Don't dismiss it. These are confirmations. Heaven is orchestrating divine communication between you and those whose paths are linked to yours for higher purpose. God says, I know your heart. I know you are not after fame. You are after purpose. You don't seek attention. You seek divine recognition. That's why I am connecting you with those who can open gates of destiny. Elon Musk is only one sign of a larger movement that is about to unfold. There are other scientists, artists, investors, leaders who will soon feel drawn to your light. Some will reach out without knowing why. Some will support you without expecting anything in return. Some will speak your name in powerful places because heaven will urge them to. It's not manipulation, it's divine orchestration. Heaven has set the stage, and now one by one your destiny connections are awakening. Do not fear the unknown, for God says, I am walking before you. I am clearing your path of obstacles you cannot see. Every delay you faced was divine timing at work. Every rejection was redirection. Every closed door was me saving you from premature exposure. Now your spirit has matured. You are ready to be seen. You are ready to be trusted with influence. You are ready to carry my light into greater spaces. Elon Musk's thought of you is simply the first ripple of a coming wave. This wave will carry you to places you once only dreamed of. It will bring you face to face with opportunities you thought were impossible. But remember, this is not for your glory. It's for my divine purpose. God says, don't let fear sabotage this new beginning. Don't allow doubt to steal your faith. You are not a mistake. You are a divine design. You were made to stand out when I cause people to think of you. It's not for vanity.